We live. We live. On blessings, y'all. This beautiful Monday. Sending out peace, love, and joy, and high vibrations as always, man. I pray that everyone is doing above and beyond well. This is the DRE, the Don Rodriguez Experience. Whew. This past weekend, man, I pray that everyone was staying focused, doing that inner work, that shadow work, man, making sure that you were taking all the energy that was being released, taking it within, transmuting it, becoming one with it, allowing it to do that inner work, that inner healing, a lot of meditation, a lot of self-evaluation and revealing, a lot of healing, so you can get your heart's desires, man. You should have been just focused on everything within, nothing on the outside, man. Just got done with a training session, feeling good, feeling above and beyond good, man. Just wanted to come on and send some love, man. Keep y'all motivated, keep y'all encouraged like y'all do me. I got a bunch of dollars, I can spend them on her. Y'all stay focused. Cause she can be my lady, she can be my lover. What? Call me on the late night, get right, he ain't acting right. Every superwoman needs a superman. Here I am. Hey, y'all stay motivated, man. Stay full of life. Thanking our Abba Father for the great work he's doing, the great I am. Man, peace and love, y'all. Peace and love. Peace and love. This is going to be an amazing day. It's going to be an amazing week. Not just based on the things that are being done, but especially over the course of this weekend, man, this past weekend. All the inner work, all the discipline, the sacrifice, the self-evaluation, clarity and consciousness, cleaning out the emotions. You know we are vibrational beings, so we are to attract and to draw in, not just get out, go out, do, and chase, but to stand, to be at peace, to be still, to vibrate at high levels in thoughts, mind, body, soul, and emotions, and draw in as well. I'll beat a string of pearls right in your hands. Make love on a beach of jet black sand. Outside in the rain, we can do it all night. I'll touch all the places, see what not. Woke up this morning, man, focused on a whole nother level, man. Blessings to you. Blessings to you. We staying focused. We staying focused. Everyone who's been really doing that real work, genuine healing, growth, self-evaluation, being honest with yourself, man. Should have woke up this morning just feeling amazing. Woke up this morning, went for my morning walk, my morning jog, went through my breathing techniques. Man, make sure you get that fresh air, man. You rub your feet in the grass. Make sure you stay focused, man. Staying focused. Blessings to you all this beautiful Monday morning, man. If you've been really putting in this work, man, especially over this weekend, because we already know what this weekend was. We already know this weekend we had that full moon, that pink moon, and that moon, man, was designed. Blessings to you, man. Thank you for everybody who tunes in, whether you a troll or whether you are truly genuine with a pure spirit and heart. I thank you for even taking the time to tap in, man. I definitely have no desire to waste anyone's time. My job is to keep people motivated and inspired through my story, my testimony, my journey. If you've been following me on my YouTube channel, when I first started my YouTube channel, I was homeless. I was living in my car, then I had to sell my car, and I was sleeping on the side of an abandoned business building. And then I started sleeping in my storage unit, jumped on a Greyhound bus, headed out to Atlanta, stayed in a men's shelter. First, I had to sleep outside for a little bit, outside of the men's shelter, in hopes that I would get accepted into the men's shelter. Then I got into the men's shelter, and there was a lot of things going on inside of the shelter, and I was like, Lord, I can't do this. So I made a call, prayed, a door opened up for me to be connected to a church, things didn't work out at the church, you know, but I never, one of the things that I never do, man, is I never speak evil on anyone. I never gossip. I never backbite. I never point fingers. I always take accountability and responsibility for my life, you know, and what I desire to do better. Because when you waste time blaming people, judging people, making excuses, that ain't gonna get you nowhere. Even if somebody did do you wrong, don't let that stop you or block you by focusing on it, by talking about it, by feeling some type of way about it. Utilize it to work in your favor, you know, because the fact of the matter is you're still alive. If you able to talk and gossip and backbite and complain and be upset and angry, that means you still have breath in your body. You mean to tell me that that's what you're gonna waste your breath on? You know, because there are universal laws out here, man. And thank you for the love for the glasses, man. You know, I'm about to be 43 in June, so you know I can still see, but when I put these on, it's like everything is crispy. You know, so but yeah, so my YouTube channel was dedicated to my experience to give people, other people out there, motivation and hope for those out there who are going through and dealing with a lot. You know, for those out there who may not have people to turn to, or you may have people around you but they don't understand what you're going through or what you're dealing with. You know, there are people out here, man, that can relate to you and who have been through that fire. You know, I thank God every day, and I'm not talking about religion, man. I'm good off religion. I've overcame that battle, you know, because that was a battle that I had to overcome. That religious spirit, it's a spirit, it's an entity of religion that keeps you bound to good and evil instead of eating from the tree of life and really getting victory and really understanding your purpose and understanding spiritual laws so you can get the victory in your life, man. So it's encouraging for me, you know, to be able to wake up in the morning and get through certain challenges and battles in the spirit realm and in the natural realm, and to stay encouraged and to know that I didn't waste time, you know, because you should know when you've crossed a certain spiritual finish line. You should know. You should know because you're doing the work. You're not sitting around waiting for nothing. You ain't sitting around guessing and checking. You ain't sitting around complaining. You ain't wasting time. You know, you're being genuine and honest with yourself and the things you need to work on and the mistakes that you have made. And you're focused on becoming the best version of who you know you were created to be, called to be, and desire to be. And so this is why my channel is dedicated to experiences. That's why it's the Don Rodriguez experience. You know, it's not the Joe Rogan experience, but I know I'm gonna get up to them numbers because what I'm presenting is, and I ain't saying nothing like Joe Rogan is the truth, but you know, my channel being the DRE experience, the Don Rodriguez experience, is because I'm expressing the experiences of what I've been through with no shame, no guilt, no condemnation. You know, you caring and authentic. That's the only way you can help others to overcome what they're going through. That's the only way you can assist others, by being genuine and honest. Because a lot of times we get into circumstances and situations that are not favorable, but we don't want to acknowledge the choices that we made that put us in those situations. You know, we were making choices and decisions and we weren't seeking God. We wasn't honoring God. We wasn't doing things God's way. And then we get into certain situations that we don't want to be in. And then all of a sudden it's all about God and we want to be about God. And nah, you got to do that inner work. You got to do that inner healing, man, because it's real out here. It's real. People got to really start doing that inner work and start utilizing the things outside of them to be the motivation to want to become better and do better. Because this ain't no competition, no matter how much people try to compete. You know, there are spiritual laws, universal laws that are in place that it doesn't matter who you are or what level you're on or who you're connected to or how much money you got. You have to abide by those spiritual laws. And a lot of spiritual laws have been broken up until this point. And what people don't realize is that 2025 is a different year. This is a different year. We got to understand the seasons and the times that we're in. And the things that we're truly dealing with, you know, and what we're truly dealing with and going through. 2025 is the last year for the BS. If you are still dependent on doing things outside of yourself that goes against others to get results, it's already a wrap for you. It's already done. That means you haven't even shifted in consciousness. That means you haven't even taken account of why you may be in certain situations and circumstances in the first place. Definition of insanity: doing the same thing over and over and expecting different results. The only thing you can do over and over and expect different results is healthy repetition. Waking up every day, speaking positive over yourself every day. Waking up every day, getting yourself prepared for the day from a standpoint of victory. I am wealthy, I am healthy, I am full of life, I am full of peace. No matter what comes my way, I'm going to counteract it with love and peace and joy and harmony. I am not weak, I am not powerless, and I'm not turning the other cheek, but I'm not allowing myself to be overtaken by energy that does not correspond with who and what I truly am in divine nature of my state of being, which is love, peace, joy, harmony, prosperity, success, stability, wholeness, oneness, completeness. Man, you got to speak that over your life. Those are the type of repetitions you got to do. Waking up every day and training and seeking God. Waking up every day and staying focused. Waking up every day and properly analyzing yourself and making sure that you're staying in the right space, you know, because it's real, man. It's real. And when I say it's real, I'm talking about everything that is within. But those who have really been putting in this work, man, you should have already expected to wake up this morning different, feeling different, thinking different, moving different. You should have woke up this morning. There is no way that anyone on this planet could have awakened on this Monday, the 14th, and feel the same. Whether you feel empowered and inspired from within, it's not a show, it's not an act. Excuse me.